Hello and welcome to BYJU'S Exam Prep IAS. Welcome to our weekly Places in News. In this session, we are going to cover the important places that were in news over the last 1 week. That is between the 9th of May and the 15th of May. This session is designed to help you in map reading and to help you get familiar with the important places that are in current affairs. So if you're liking the initiative, don't forget to like the video, to share your comments, and do subscribe to the channel. So let's get started with this week's places in news. And the first place we're going to look at would be the AndamanNicobar Islands of India. But first, the context. Just a few days back, the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change has provided approval to a proposed project on the AndamanNicobar Islands. The Niti Aayog has proposed a gas power plant on the AndamanNicobar Islands, and this project was facing environmental hurdles. This project is supposed to be a part of the master plan that Niti Aayog has proposed for AndamanNicobar Islands. The Niti Aayog envisions AndamanNicobar Islands as an economic hub of the future, and it has proposed modern port facilities, transshipment facilities, SEZs, industrial clusters and power plants on these strategic islands. Many of these projects have been opposed on environmental grounds as they could violate the Coastal Regulation Zone guidelines. This proposed gas power plant project was also in violation of the CRZ guidelines. Just a few days back, the Environment Ministry has granted the approval for this project by exempting it from the CRZ guidelines. So that is why the AndamanNicobar Islands were in news, and it becomes very important to be familiar with the geography of this region. So let's do this with the help of a question and a map. The question says, which of the following pair of islands are separated by the Duncan Passage? The Duncan Passage is very important for your prelims. The options given are South Andaman and Little Andaman and Car Nicobar, Great Nicobar and Sumatra, Little Nicobar and Car Nicobar. To answer the question, we need to look at the map of the AndamanNicobar Islands. As you can see, we have the Andaman and the Nicobar group of islands over here. They are located in the Bay of Bengal and the Andaman Sea. If you look at the Andaman group of islands, you can see the North Andaman over here. To its north, you have the strategic Cocoa Channel that separates India from Myanmar. Then you have the Smith Island and the Middle Andaman region over here. And we have South Andaman located over here. This is the North Sentinel Island, where you find the Sentinelese, which is one of the most primitive indigenous tribes, and the island itself is protected from any outside interference. Then over here you can find the Barren Island, which happens to be the only active volcano of India. After South Andaman, you find the Duncan Passage, and this is where Little Andaman is located. So clearly, the strategic Duncan Passage is located between South Andaman and Little Andaman. Then as you go south, you find the 10-degree channel that separates the Andaman group of islands from the Nicobar group of islands. And then you have the Car Nicobar Island over here. And in the Nicobar group of islands, you find the Sombrero Channel over here. And this is the Little Nicobar Island. And you find the Great Nicobar Island over here. At the southern tip, you have the Indra Point, which happens to be the southern tip of India. So now, with this understanding, we can easily answer the given question, and we can say that option A is the correct answer. The Duncan Passage is located between South Andaman and Little Andaman. Now for the second topic, let's move to Western Africa. West Africa was in news because last week, the 15th Conference of Parties of the UN Convention to Combat Desertification was held in a West African country known as Cote d'Ivoire. The West Africa region is particularly important for India as well because India has significant investments and diplomatic influence in West Africa. India happens to share close relations with some of the West African countries. So let's understand more about West Africa by taking a question and a relevant map. The question says, which of the following countries are located in West Africa? Is it Benin? Does it include Nigeria, Ethiopia, and Burkina Faso? Again, before we answer the question, let me show you the map. This map clearly depicts the West Africa region. The West Africa region includes these important countries such as Nigeria over here, Niger, Mali, Mauritania, Senegal, Guinea-Bissau, Guinea, Sierra Leone, Liberia. This is where Cote d'Ivoire is located, where the 15th Conference of Parties of the UN Convention to Combat Desertification was held. This country faces the Gulf of Guinea and it opens towards the Atlantic Ocean. Apart from these countries, we also have Burkina Faso over here, Benin, Togo, and Ghana. These are the major West African countries, and India is particularly close to Nigeria, Ghana, Burkina Faso, Senegal, and Guinea. India does have major investments over here, and India is looking to step up its African diplomacy by giving special focus and attention to the West Africa region. The West Africa region is also in news because of increasing terrorism and radicalism. Several terror outfits, such as Al-Qaeda and Islamic State, have gained influence in West African countries, especially in the Islamic Maghreb region. This region, which is also referred to as the Sahel region, there are several radical outfits that refer to the region as Islamic Maghreb as they seek to establish an Islamic caliphate. These terror outfits linked with Al-Qaeda and ISIS are very powerful in Mali, Niger, and even Nigeria. In Nigeria, there is a specific local terror group known as Boko Haram, which is frequently in news. You might have heard about a terrorist outfit in Africa that frequently kidnaps school-going children. These attacks are often carried out by Boko Haram, which is looking to enforce the Sharia and to create an Islamic state. And these terror outfits, they have destabilized the West Africa region. So that is why you should be familiar with these important countries, because India also has important stakes in West Africa. Now, by looking at this map, we can easily answer the given question. We can say that Benin, Nigeria, and Burkina Faso, these countries are part of West Africa. So the correct answer is option C, 1, 2, and 4 only. Ethiopia, given under option 3, it is located in East Africa. So that is why Ethiopia is incorrect, and the right answer would be option C, 1, 2, and 4 only. Now let's move on to the third topic, under which we are going to talk about the Harappan sites, especially the Harappan sites located in India. The context is that in the last week, the Archaeological Survey of India began a new excavation at the Rakhigarhi Harappan site. Rakhigarhi happens to be a very important archaeological site with regard to the Indus Valley civilization. So related to the topic, we'll take a question and we'll also understand the important Harappan sites that are located in India. The question says, which of the following Harappan sites are located in our country? Is it Lothal, Rakhigarhi, Kalibanga or Kalibangan, Kotdiji, and Dholavira? Let me show you a map and explain where these Indus Valley sites are located. See, when we talk about the Indus Valley civilization, we think about Mohenjo-daro, which is primarily located in today's Pakistan, and the Harappa region, which is primarily located in today's India. The major archaeological sites over here include Rakhigarhi, which is located in the state of Haryana. It's a major archaeological site because excavations have revealed that during the Harappan times, advanced town planning was adopted at Rakhigarhi, which was a major commercial center and a city. Then apart from Rakhigarhi, we have Kalibangan over here. It's located in Rajasthan, again a major city of the Harappan era. Whereas Kotdiji, that you can see in the map over here, it's part of the Mohenjo-daro region that is located in today's Pakistan. Most of the Mohenjo-daro Harappan sites in Pakistan, they are located in the Sindh province and the Punjab province of Pakistan. Whereas on the Indian side, the Harappan sites are located in Haryana, Rajasthan, and Gujarat. The other two sites mentioned in the question, Lothal and Dholavira, they are located in Gujarat. Both are frequently in news as well because Dholavira recently was recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site just last year in 2021. Lothal also happens to be a major site because it is considered to be the location of one of the world's oldest dockyard. So all these Harappan sites are very, very important for your exams. And with this understanding, we can easily answer the question. By looking at the options, we can say that Kotdiji is not in India. It's located in Pakistan. whereas Lothal, Rakhigarhi, Kalibangan and Dholavira, they are clearly in India. So the right answer would be option C, 1, 2, 3 and 5 only. So the purpose of this question is to help you get familiar with art and culture related sites that are in news, which can be very important for your prelims. So now let's move to the next topic, under which we are going to take a look at Hungary, the European country. Hungary was in news because recently the presidential and parliamentary elections were held in the country. These elections were completed in March 2022 and Hungary elected its first ever female president. Just last week, Hungary's president was sworn in at her inauguration ceremony, and through this, Katalin Novak has become the first female president of Hungary. Hungary is also in news because of the Russia-Ukraine conflict, because the country has received a number of refugees. Hungary is also particularly important for our exams because India made use of Hungary when it was evacuating Indian students and Indian nationals from Ukraine under Operation Ganga. Hence, you should be familiar with the geography of Hungary. So let's do this with the help of a question and a map. With reference to Hungary, consider the following statements. It is an East European country and a Balkan state. It is located on the coast of the Mediterranean Sea. This is where the temperate grassland Puszta is found. So let's see which of these statements are correct and which of the statements are incorrect. Let me show you the map so that you understand where Hungary is located. See, this is where Hungary is located. It is actually a Central European country. It does not belong to East Europe. It's a Central European country, and the Central Europe region roughly comprises of these countries. It includes Poland, the Czech Republic, Austria, Slovakia, Hungary, etc. East Europe particularly refers to this region. These countries are referred to as the East European countries: Ukraine, Belarus, Estonia, Latvia, and the others. If you look at Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania, we have mentioned in previous sessions as well that these three East European countries are also referred to as the Baltic states. They are part of the East European region. Then these countries you find over here in Southeastern Europe. Countries like Serbia, Croatia, Kosovo, Bosnia-Herzegovina, Montenegro, Albania, Macedonia, etc. They are all part of the Balkan region. They are also referred to as the Balkan states. They take their name from the Balkan Mountains and the Balkan Peninsula, where these Balkan states are located. So you have to be familiar with these geographical divisions of Europe. So Hungary is more of a Central European country and not a East European country, and it is definitely not a Balkan state. So this makes the first statement incorrect. Now if you look at the second statement, it says that Hungary is located on the coast of Mediterranean Sea. The map clearly shows that this statement is also incorrect because Hungary is nowhere close to Mediterranean or to any coastal area. So clearly the second statement is also incorrect. The third statement says Hungary is where the temperate grassland known as Puszta is found. This is definitely a correct statement because Puszta refers to a temperate grassland biome in Hungary, which is part of the larger European steppe grasslands, which is a plain area. It's a grassland ecosystem, and the Puszta ecosystem in Hungary is specifically known for animal rearing. Various animals like cattle, sheep, goats, pigs, etc. are reared in this region of Hungary, and it is also conducive for agriculture and cultivation. So definitely the third statement is correct, whereas statement 1 and 2 were incorrect. So the right answer is option C, 3 only. Now let's move to the last topic, under which we are going to take a look at the geography of South Korea. This topic was in news because last week South Korea became the first Asian country to join the NATO Cyber Defense Group. This platform of NATO promotes cybersecurity cooperation amongst the members, and South Korea has joined this platform as the first Asian country. So let's understand more about South Korea and its geography and location by taking a question. Which of the following statements are incorrect? Please pay attention. The question is asking you to identify the incorrect statement. South Korea is located in Southeast Asia. It constitutes the southern part of the Korean peninsula and shares a land border with North Korea. Its western border is formed by the Yellow Sea and eastern border is defined by the Sea of Japan. So let's check whether these statements are correct or incorrect by taking a look at this map. This map clearly shows where South Korea is located and where the Korean Peninsula is located. See, this is where the Korean Peninsula is located. It is definitely not part of Southeast Asia, but instead, the Korean Peninsula is located in the East Asia region. This is what makes the first statement incorrect, because Southeast Asia refers to this region. It refers to the ASEAN region that includes countries like Myanmar, Singapore, Philippines, Indonesia, Malaysia, and the others. But South Korea is located over here in the Korean Peninsula, and it is definitely located in the southern part of the Korean Peninsula. To its north, it shares a land border with North Korea over here, and it is located between the Yellow Sea and the Sea of Japan. Yellow Sea is located to the west of South Korea, and the Sea of Japan is located to the east of South Korea. So with this understanding, we can easily answer the given question, and we can say that the first statement is incorrect because South Korea is not located in Southeast Asia. It is an East Asian country located next to Japan and North Korea. The second and third statements are correct because South Korea does constitute the southern part of the Korean Peninsula, and it shares a land border with North Korea. And the western border is formed by the Yellow Sea, as we saw, and the eastern border is definitely formed by the Sea of Japan. So statements 2 and 3 are correct, but statement 1 is incorrect. But since the question is asking you to identify the incorrect statement, the right answer would be option A, 1 only. So with this, let's bring our discussion to an end. If you like the initiative, do let us know by liking the video, by sharing your comments, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching.